Uh-huh. Make it fast. Guests of the unkind. Plan with convention, then conquer by ingenuity.
Combat isn't just about strength. You need skills and... You there, looking to...
My blade will take form. Be reduced to cinders. Clears the blaze. Take full. Sever. Mind's eye. Sever. Release the caged bird now. Guests of the unkind. Beckon the divine flame. Take full. My blade wins. Clears the blaze. Guests of the unkind. Mine take full. Be reduced to cinders. Winds, heed my command.
Rover, it's almost time for the dispute hearing. I still hope you'll come with me. I don't mean to burden you, but if you'd like to come, please meet me at the Public Security Bureau entrance.
Will there be new discoveries? I didn't expect such a big crowd at the hearing. Should I take the stand myself? What do you think, little kitty? Maybe we can do a little show of, paws. Raise your left paw if you think I should testify, or your right paw if... Wait! You raised your left paw before I even finished my sentence. No, that doesn't count. Let's try again. Okay, if you raise your right paw, I'll let someone else handle it. Right paw, huh? Well, I did actually want to tell everyone the truth myself. Let's give this another shot.
Miss Zhezhi, the hearing is about to start. If you would please join us.
Now? Yes, Madame Juya. I'll be there in a minute. Rover! Oh, you're here. It's really nice to see you. And I appreciate you coming. I just handed over all the evidence we gathered from Mingyang's studio and the exiles camp to the patrollers. Now the Shangyun Art Exchange can't deny the fact they were producing and trading art forgeries. But there is one more thing. The patroller said we still need someone to testify in the hearing. But I've never spoken in front of so many people before. How about you do the talking and I'll add details if I have to?
Don't worry, I've got your back. Just remember, you're the only one who can lay out the truth. The whole truth. For everyone to see.
You're right. I was the one who chose to uncover the truth behind this case. I can't back down now, not when it matters most. I'll give it my all, I promise. Let's go.
With both parties present, this hearing is now in session. Let us begin. First, a brief overview of the case before us. Miss Zhezhi alleges that the guilty party, Mingyan, implicated in the tacit discord assault, was coerced into committing art fraud under duress. Therefore, her mental state was adversely affected, which led to her committing actions contrary to her will. Today, based on new evidence provided by Miss Zhezhi and the result of this hearing, we will determine whether to revisit Mingyan's charges and consider if the Shangyun Art Exchange is indeed guilty of selling illegal art forgeries.
What? With all due respect, this doesn't match what we discussed before.
Mr. Baitze, I remind you that any evidence or arguments presented before and during the hearing are valid. If you would like to add further information, you're welcome to do so at any point. Now, without further ado, either party may begin their opening statement.
Madame Juya, the situation is...
Madame Juya, as the head of the Shangyun Art Exchange, I, Baitze, must clear our name and seek justice here today. There are 2 points I'd like to address. Firstly, the authenticity of our artworks remains unimpeachable. Secondly, Mingyan's provocative creations stem solely from her own greed and vanity. She alone should bear responsibility for the assault. Throughout my tenure at the Art Exchange, our foremost principle has been that of integrity, a well-known fact. And yet, integrity in business is not enough to stave off discord. We are aware of certain painters rejected by the Art Exchange, nursing grudges and resorting to threats. They bombarded us with spite and slander, causing a public uproar simply because they didn't get what they wanted. Should the public be swayed by these slanderous insinuations that paint us as wicked fraudsters, then I'm afraid justice will never be served.
Please control yourself, Mr. Baitse.
Forgive me, madam. But if this injustice persists, I will have no choice but to sue them for harming the Shanyuan Art Exchange's reputation. They have damaged the trust we built with our clients. I demand they compensate us for our losses and issue a public apology. Such disgraceful behavior will not diminish us. Our principles will not waver, and we will protect the Shanyuan Art Exchange from any ill intent.
I've bought paintings from Shanyuan Art Exchange before. They were good quality, and their service was decent. Hard to believe they'd be involved in something like this.
The honest always get the short end of the stick. But who's Mingyan? A painter? Never heard of him.
Must be some nobody trying to get attention using the Shanyuan's name.
Why is the Art Exchange always in the middle of some controversy?
Order! Order!
You may continue your statement. Madam, allow us to present our account of the events. This all really began 3 days ago. I was entrusted to investigate a certain arcane artist in the Tiger's Maw.
Hey, Rover! Took you long enough to get here. Things are getting awfully strange around the mine lately. Figured you're just the one to untangle this mess. With your knack for solving mysteries, you'll figure this out in no time. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there's a special folktale in Jinzhou. Word has it, there's this mysterious arcane artist whose paintings come to life as they paint, as if each brushstroke has a life of its own. Once their canvas dries, whatever they've painted leaps right off the page. Mythical creatures, the whole shebang, all real as day. The thing is, anyone who might have seen these paintings, well, they vanish into thin air. Lately, I've been receiving reports about eerie monsters wandering the mine at midnight. Some witnesses even ran into them more than once. These monsters, they look like paintings from a distance, but approach them, and they're as docile as can be. Reading these reports, I couldn't shake the tale of the arcane artist from my mind. Sure, some say it's just a prank or some new tacit Discord variant. But with rumors swirling, folks are getting jittery. Can't let things escalate. That's why Great. counting on you to crack this case wide open. Oh, and you might want to chat up the witnesses. Got their names right here for you.
That's it for today. Time for a break. Oh, hey there. Need something? Oh, you've come to the right guy. I was actually the first to see those weird things. I was playing chess with the old miners until midnight, then headed home alone. On my way back, I heard these strange moans like some kind of monster was out there. At first I thought they were tacit discords, and I was ready to bolt. But then, I realized they were different. These monsters, they were being drawn to something. Curiosity got the better of me, so I took a step closer and saw that they had these strange features. Gleaming eyes, gnarled horns, and dark green bodies covered in slimy liquid. No way. Those monsters showed up in an empty field at midnight, so there was no one around to prank. Besides, what's the point of tricks if there's no one to see them? You know, I did see some people standing nearby. Just some shadows, really, because it was so dim. Well, the light was flickering in the wind, so I couldn't make out their faces, but I knew something was weird with the scrolls they had in their hands. Every time they moved, more monsters appeared. Later, I told everyone about it, and Gupon was there. She freaked out, saying it was just like the tale of the arcane artist. I'm not sure, but I overheard them talking. No, actually, arguing would be more accurate. Anyway, I got worried those monsters might attack me, so I bolted and didn't catch what they were arguing about. I do remember. Wait, you're not seriously thinking of going there, are you? Whatever those monsters are, they're unidentified and dangerous. If you have to go, be really careful, all right?
You don't look like you work at the mine. Can I help you with something? Oh yes, that strange event. It's the talk of the town right now. I've conducted several investigations and found that those monsters tend to appear around midnight. Their locations seem random though. Fortunately, they haven't caused much harm. I think it's because they always show up and vanish in the dead of night. If you ask me, these monsters are a new type of tacit discord. Since they're unrecorded, our terminal can't trigger an alarm when they're nearby. For safety reasons, we have increased our patrols around the mine. Anything else unusual? Yes, there was one thing. Aside from the blurred silhouettes I saw that night, I remember hearing voices. Like people talking. The voices came from where those silhouettes were, but they sounded like vague muttering. Thinking about it now, if it was a human voice, how could someone get so close to those monsters without crying out for help?
I've gathered enough information. It's time to check the scene where those monsters were spotted. There's something ahead. That figure. That paintbrush. Could it be?
Nothing here. That's odd. Did I just imagine that?
Rover! You're here! Sorry, did I scare you just now? Finding inspiration. The night often sparks my creativity. Of course not! I heard about the tale of the arcane artist and hoped to find out who they are. Sorry I lied to you. I didn't want to drag anyone else into this. Bringing painted creatures to life, making fantasies real. It sounds like a fairy tale, but when the arcane artist first caught people's attention in Jinzhou years ago, it was more than just a tale. Now this story is making the rounds again. Most don't see the dangers it holds. As someone who feels the threat, I want to uncover the truth before it's too late. Yes, there was once an artist who could create paintings that felt so real, you could almost step into them. But these paintings, they strayed from the artist's original intentions and caused a lot of trouble. I don't know who's behind these latest events, but if it's really the arcane artist, their paintings will bring nothing but trouble. That's why I have to stop them, to prevent the past from repeating itself. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at investigating, so I haven't found any major clues yet. I'm here for the arcane artist, but also hoping to meet an old acquaintance. Maybe he knows what happened in the mine. Is that so? Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up, Wave? How are you? You are? Why do you keep changing your name, though? You have to remind me every time. How are you, though?
Hey, Zhezhi! Long time no see. You need more pigments already?
No, not yet.
And this must be the Rover. Nice to meet you.
Nice,
Heard a lot
I'm
about
also
you.
nice, bro.
Didn't realize you and Zhezhi knew each other.
How is school?
But I've never had the chance to introduce myself properly.
Oh, nice.
Great
I'm happy to hear it,
moment.
man.
Here's the thing, Rover. I can't say I know Zhezhi very well.
What have you been
but
playing?
I do know she's got this quirk where her courage tends to crumble right when it's crunch time. So, when it comes to introducing herself to you, I'd bet money on it. She's been mentally rehearsing it for forever before
Your
she got
exam
the
is
guts to
starting
take
when the
action.
5.0 is
No.
coming out.
It's not like that.
So you're excited for
Zhezhi,
your
you can't keep avoiding things. You've got to take action. or
you're
you'll
excited
never
for
get what you
Genshin.
want.
How is
You only live
your
once,
new
right?
bullet? Did you finish building him?
Yes, Mr. Shilang is right. Rover, I've actually been meaning to tell you
He
something.
deals around 60k.
Hello, my name is Zhezhi. We have met before, but I like to make this a formal request. I would really like for us to become friends.
Of course.
Nice, eh?
I'd be
You're
happy
going
to.
for Raiden now? Wait, is Raiden out? Or is,
Zhezhi!
isn't it,
Hey, what are
Yelan
you
on the
waiting
banner?
for?
I think I want a new, Pyro Archon, dude.
I can do this. Rover,
That was a pretty obvious slip of the tongue.
Oh, it's Yelan at 5.0
Nice to
Sensei,
meet
it's
you.
Raiden.
my name is Zhezhi.
Okay.
I'm a painter. I take art commissions and strive
I think
to
the only
create
thing, the
beautiful
only
paintings.
character I've seen who looks interesting is the Pyro Archon, so I'm going to
Not
save
being
for that
very articulate,
person.
but
See
I
what
hope we can be
happens.
friends.
How sweet. I must say, I've never seen Zhezhi this nervous since she first became one of my cherished patrons.
Wait, Mr. Shilang. We're actually here today to talk about the tale of the arcane artist.
Oh, I know the tale, but I've never come across this mystical maestro myself. If such an artist truly existed, I'd be the first to know, without a doubt. I supply ore to pigment manufacturers and sometimes serve as their sales proxy, so most painters in Jinzhou come to my shop to buy pigments. Well, pigments aren't flying off the shelves these days. Just a few regulars, you know? Oh, but those ore buyers from a while back, they seemed a bit suspicious. They bought heaps of leftover ore.
So are
the cheapest
you saying
type,
you're not playing
and told me
Genshin
not
now,
to let
Loki?
anyone know they got the ore here. People don't usually buy that stuff. Oh, wait. Zhezhi, didn't you buy some once? A long time ago, right? I remember you saying you couldn't afford the fancy pigments, so you made your own. That stuck with me. So when those guys asked for leftovers, I paid extra attention.
Are you sure you can tell us this? I thought they asked you to keep it a secret.
They turned out to be thieves who stole from me during the night. When I found out, I reported the theft to the patrollers, and that was the end of it. Thieves don't deserve my business or respect. Of course, help yourself.
If this is the situation...
Hey! Rover! What brings you here? It's been ages since we last met. The patrol station's been pretty busy lately, so I haven't had the time to catch up with you. And Chich is here too. Hiya!
Do you remember me? We met at the Moon Chasing Festival. Oh, are you alright? You don't look well. Do you need help?
Hello? No, it's not. No, thank you.
The painting we had you do for us during the festival is awesome. Everyone loves it, so we put it up on the wall.
Really? I'm glad you all like it.
We'd also like to invite you to our station, so we can formally thank you in person. Wait, how about coming to the station with me today? Are you heading back to the city?
But we're still okay.
Investigate? About what? A new case? Oh, I get it. In that case, it's probably not the best time for a get-together.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just tell me if you need any help. Oh, I'm here to support the patrollers. There was an assault near the mine recently, and they're short on people to investigate. What's odd is those monsters haven't caused any more trouble since we got here. Right now, we're talking to witnesses and trying to figure out what triggered the incident.
Did something just happen over there?
Don't tell me it's a tacit discord. Hold on, just got a message. Seems like they really are stirring up trouble again. Sorry, but I gotta go check this out.
Should we go as well? You could be right, but there's one other thing. After Rover and I bumped into each other, we decided to investigate the surroundings and follow Patroller Chisha to the scene of the incident. It was there we learned about the details of Mingyan's offense and the truth behind the tale of the arcane artist.
Once Zhezhi has the paintbrush in her hand, she begins to speak calmly. She'll be fine making the statement on her own now.
Yeah, it's alright, man. I was saying if you're not playing anything now.
Watch out!
I'm so tired.
A new technique.
You like this game? You also played? What do you like about it though?
Sorry to trouble you.
I don't know what that word means, Myvar. I don't know what that is. The characters? Okay. I get you.
If I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to explain things to Chisha for me. She's really nice. It's just, we're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down.
Who is your favorite character though?
I'll do my best not to trouble you and express
I'm
my
at
feelings
AR-15.
properly next time.
Okay. You're new? Alright. So that means you didn't get your characters yet that you You're guaranteed to get 2 5-star characters, right?
Thank you.
Which characters are you going for?
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen. We were lucky to have you here.
According to the preliminary examination, we
Genshin,
suspect that these
I
tacit
see
discords
her
were agitated by the frequency
attractive
fluctuations from a scroll painting
this
found at the scene.
game. I
The
joined
energy
and see her
remaining in the
banner
painting was
this
generated
past
by its
25 days
creator's
ago.
forte, nearly overclocking. But rest assured, we've calmed her
Oh,
down
you saw
and
her and got
contained the
attracted
energy.
to the game. You joined and you saw her banner past 25 days ago. Okay. Yeah, Jinshi, bro. I have 2 5-star, but I don't know the name. What do they look like?
The painting needs to be thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here. She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper.
One looks like
honestly,
Gaming. You're
she
probably
seemed a bit
talking
off.
about
But we
Ling
don't have time
Yang,
for that now.
the tiger
We
boy.
gotta clean up the scene and get the damage under control. You sure can.
You're talking about him, right? And the other is use ball black ball a type. The other use ball black ball type. Huh? I don't know what that means, man. But you said this
May I
character
pray
is
for anything specific for you?
who got you
May
interested in the
I
game?
pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
Shinshi. Oh, Zhengxing, the monk. Yo, Night Owl, how are you, bro? Said Jinshi is beautiful. All the characters are beautiful, bro. But I can tell she's your favorite, man.
Why?
Mingyang? Why are you... Yes, we used to take painting lessons together.
You!
I'm doing good, bro.
I
How is the character building
I
coming in
didn't-
Genshin, man?
I
And are you ready for 5.0?
hurt them. It was a mistake. I'm alone.
You also have Zhengxing? Nice, bro. She's a monk. Ming Yang, didn't this person own like the shopping store? One of the store in the festival? I think so.
Thank
My
goodness
fave
I
is
wasn't
Jinshi.
hurt. It was so close.
Yes, sir. I've been building Tinyari. As for 5.0, I still need to finish Sumeru. LOL. I'm not doing Sumeru, bro. That is, unless you're talking about the story. Is it the story or do you mean exploration? Because I don't think I'm going to explore that area, man. It's way too much.
part of it, I guess. I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting.
Oh, the story.
Waving her paintbrush
Good
around
luck,
like she
man.
was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear
Good
those
luck
things
with
on
the
her
story.
scroll started squirming
I
around.
thought
before
I
the whole
heard
swarm
someone
of
say you
monsters
don't have to do that
exploded
story
out of
to
thin
actually
air. They started to whack
go to
and
Notland, though.
thwack people all over the place.
But you
I
need
was
to do the story
terrified
to
and ran
unlock the
away
story,
as
I
fast
guess.
as my legs would take me. Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think she might have been trying to stop them from hurting people.
Oh, my head.
So what team are you running now,
It hurts.
Naito? Since you're building Tinyari.
Only a bit. It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird visions appeared. I heard stuff
Well,
like,
Lani would also want
"Don't stop
Kazuha.
me. I've already won, and who doesn't
The
want
only
fame and
character I want
fortune?"
from 5.0 is probably going to be
That's a good thing
the
they caught that painter. Can't imagine
Pyro
what happened
Archon.
otherwise.
I don't know what her name
I've
is.
met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work. That's a first for me.
You saved 16k primos? Nice. You've been farming. And you're gonna get more when 5.0 gets here.
Oh, you're back. You figured it out already?
The painting blurs the line between reality and illusion, causing whoever sees it to experience hallucinations.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
Team you're running is Tinyari official and Dendro MC for Dendro resistance shred. Oh, I see. And when you hit the Dendro with official's lightning, what does it give it again? Quicken, right? Quicken or hasten? Sparks lightning or something like that.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night.
I think I saw you trying this game. Did you try this game, Naito?
In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine. But after we met, I thought it was coming from you, so I didn't give it much attention. Come to think of it now, it might have been Mingyang's forte fluctuation.
So she was there at the same time we were. I didn't even notice her presence. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain.
Feel good?
She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I think she wants me to continue the investigation.
Last thought is usually a
Maybe
flex.
there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before. Maybe this has something to do with me.
I haven't been on it in a while. My laptop isn't strong enough to run it. Okay, I see.
Huh?
Well, don't worry, man.
Are
We
you
got
sure?
5.0 coming out on the
definitely won't say no to your
28th.
help.
I'll be going back
Actually,
to Genshin
I-
as well to do the story.
I've wanted it since we
And
last
get that
met
character.
at the mine. You want me to decide? To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I remember meeting Ming Yang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind.
Trying to save up to
That
buy a
could be
PC.
a good
I know
start.
building your own is better, but I don't know what I'm doing.
I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. Like I said, just take your time, do your research. Save it to buy a pre-build. Yeah, do your research, see if you find something you like. Like I said, I was actually supposed to build one, but I got myself in some weird circumstances and I didn't get to, so I had to get like a strong laptop. I'm on a Predator, bro. It's what I game on and stream on. I'm just connected to a second monitor, bro, so I can read your guys' messages.
Okay, let's go. After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Ming Yan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr.
Which
Buzz.
character is Zhezhi? She's the new limited character they added to the game. On the limited banner, bro. The new 5-star. She does she's an ice character, but when she attacks she uses paint. Because she's an artist.
Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
Okay.
Interesting? Yeah, she is. I'll run her demo in a sec. Some pieces of paper are put aside the desk. They appear to be softer and lighter than
paper.
ordinary.
This white jade paper has a
What
rich
character do I
history.
have now?
Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully.
I'll show you in a
exactly
sec.
what you
There, if I
want
show
for
you.
more delicate brushwork. Countless
Jian,
masterpieces,
Changli,
both old and new, were painted on
Rover.
this paper.
Everyone has Rover.
Like China's Voyage
Zhang
to
Xing,
Mountain
Lin
and
Yang.
Erin's Qixi's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples.
But I don't know
Whoops,
if you know them
I
by
got
name,
carried
so I'll just
away.
show you them in a sec.
Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping, and it looks... Yes, White Jade Hole runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident.
It's amazing that you can tell the
Different
difference.
papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences and choose the right paper to showcase various styles. White jade paper is my absolute favorite, but because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it. Really? Then I'll count on you next time. We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar. Even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. It becomes an obsession. I guess this is true for most painters.
Almost like me this morning, I was getting obsessed. Finding a boss. But anyways, Nightole, you're there, right? So, the Crossing Stars. Characters I own is Changli.
Plan with convention, then conquer by
I actually
ingenuity.
main that character, bro, because I just love that character. Got cool cinematics as well for her. But I also have my Rover. Love my Rover, right? Got Changli.
Eons of time on this vast land, all encapsulated in a humble game. I am fortunate to have you as my opponent.
She has a really good story, bro. Her story was amazing. This is new. Yeah, they added a cinematic showcase in the game. She has an amazing story as well. I really love her story. She was a little hard to understand during the Mount Firmament episode, but when you actually got her story, you understand that she was, you were destined to meet her because you already met her when she was a young girl, and she was told to find you when she gets older. It's some really interesting stuff, man. And I'm also a Jian main as well.
I have never regretted to brave the long night.
Jian is my main arrow character. So Changli,
I'll do my best.
Zhang Xing was my first character, but I stopped using her. Did any major events pass on this? I'll talk about it in a sec. I have Ling Yang. I have never played Ling Yang, right? Jian.
The field is dynamic.
Hopefully,
I have Verena.
new findings.
She's the only 5-star healer in the game, and she buff your characters. Everyone plays her to get like insane damage, but I've never played her. I haven't even built her yet, but I should. I have Encore.
Time for another adventure?
Started with her, but I don't use her anymore. I'll want to build her at some point though.
Let me be there for everyone.
Got my Rover.
As we head toward
The
our
characters
shared
I've played the
future.
most is Changli, Jian, Rover, and Picture.
Sometimes I get another day, another heroic meal.
Baiji, Yang Yang, and Alto.
Nice pick.
These are my
You won't
support
regret
characters.
choosing
But
Alto.
Chiksha is one of my main DPS characters. Main events you've missed? What was the last thing you did when you played? There was Mount Firmament, bro. They added this region with an interesting story. This is an entire game by itself over here. And now we have we had various depths of elusive realm, the combat system, and now we have a Moonfair event going on with this new character that they added. And they also added another simulation challenge, which was the Crownless, the hologram. You know, these are the hardest fights in the game. They added this in Mount Firmament. But I'm going to release a video soon, hopefully soon, with my Changli solo and all of these at level 6, the highest level. Hopefully I can have the video done soon. Last thing I did, I was in an abandoned village and I met this guy in red with white hair. Yeah, that's the main story. After you're done with that main story, and you help Jian fight, you and Jian beat the, what do you call it, the Threnodian. Mount Firmament comes out after that, and you fight a dragon. It's a really, that story was so good. What do you think about the 5.0 stream? I didn't watch it. I want to watch the trailer because I haven't played Genshin in a really long time. I actually deleted it, bro, temporarily until Natlan comes out. So I'm going to re-download it on the 28th. What about the updates? When you say the updates, what do I think about them? What I've heard is what I've heard about like their banner changes and that stuff. I think it's actually good for like hardcore Genshin players, bro, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back over there, do the story, and then I'm just going to like get off it again, to be honest. I'm going to do the story, try and save some primos. I'll probably, depending on how Natlan is, if it's not as big as Sumeru, I'm going to do the story and explore the region, save some primos for the Pyro Archon, and then I'm probably gonna get off the game again. When I hit AR 56, I had to stop doing my dailies, bro. I didn't want to log in to do my dailies and just use my resin anymore. I wasn't doing anything in the game. So when they released that island with the toy dragon and the paper animals, I actually deleted the game because I didn't want to do that. Free 5-star on the anniversary, QOL change for wishes, artifacts. Yeah, I heard about that. Like I said, those things are for hardcore Genshin players, bro. I'm not that hardcore. I enjoy every other gacha game more than Genshin. So I'm just gonna play just for staying up to date on that stuff. But as the free 5-star, they shouldn't have waited this long to give you guys a free 5-star. They only did it because every other game is giving away 5-star characters. And they would actually like... It would look bad if they didn't. You got 3 5-star characters in this game free. They gave you 2 at the start. They gave you a free 5-star weapon. And this event, they actually give us another free 5-star character. So when I play the story, I'm probably going to delete it and go play Zenless Zone or something. With Wuthering Waves and Solo Leveling.
There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when she painted this.
Yeah, I heard that they're going to remove the double loss on the weapon banner, so you're guaranteed after the first loss, which is pretty shitty. They shouldn't have taken this long to do that. So I wouldn't even call that a QL, bro. I think that is something, they're giving you something that you should have had before, right? They're saying that they're going to raise the percentage on the banners after you lose your 50-50, then get guaranteed the next pull is going to be 45 to 55% more or something like that. That should have been something in the game a long time ago. So they're pretty much giving you guys things that should have been there before. That's why I'm not that impressed, bro. The free 5-star, they should have done that before. The artifact stuff, they should have done that before. I heard that they're even going to raise drop rates and specters. I had to ask Solomon, what are specters? He's saying those little floating things that attack you over in Inazuma. Why are you doing that now? You're doing that, and I'm pretty sure people don't even need that anymore. They're doing that because they're re-releasing Raiden Shogun. But dude, most of the player base who actually owns her probably already killed those things and got what they wanted from it. Yeah, I don't even think it was a problem because I used to farm those things as well. It wasn't a problem. So their changes are not that impressive to me, bro.
The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it.
You still need to farm him? Which part? Which character?
Yes. To me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. When words fail, these feelings can be depicted through brushstrokes instead.
I did not realize she had
It's
3 brush
strange,
on her
though.
side.
She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over.
Oh, a few weapons
using
and
techniques
characters that need
aren't
them.
her usual style.
I mean, it's a good quality of change for you, bro. I'm happy.
Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. It captures the scenic landscape seen from the village itself.
I guess the artifact, let's see how it looks. I didn't really like see it. I might need to pull up their stream and look at it, but if it's as good as they say it is, that's pretty much I don't even know if I should say that's compensation for like people who played the game for 4 years, bro. Do you know how long it takes to get perfect artifacts? Granted, I got Furina, and I do have perfect artifacts on her, bro, but do you know how much grind I had to go through just to get those? Kiori needs them. Kiori. Kirara and the Kazuha sword. Also the event bow that we get recently. You're building a lot of people, bro. Like, what is your team like? What's your goal for your team? What team are you working on, though? It sounds like you're just building everyone.
Ah, the pigment! When did I get all my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little white. It shouldn't come off the fabric so easily.
See an old garment tinged with stains.
Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Mingyan could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas. I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper,
That has been my
I
issue,
paint rough
building too many
outlines
characters.
onto my clothes.
It sounds that way. Because you're saying like you're building all these people, but for what is the purpose though? I'm not sure. Usually, like, I would suspect that you would, let's say you are doing like the Sparlabis and like, you know that's the ultimate challenge in Genshin, right? So you'd say something like, oh, I'm working on these 3 characters for my first team, and then I'm working on these 3 characters for my second team. But like, you're saying you're building Kirara. I don't even know how good she is. And you're saying the bow that you just got and Kazuha's sword. I don't even know if you have Kazuha.
After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you think? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric.
To not suffer from burnout, bro, you have to like focus on like one thing at a time. Especially like in that game that requires you to have like to optimize your characters, you have to get perfect artifacts, that thing. You don't have them? It lost a 50-50 on its last rerun. Sorry to hear that, man. Exactly, bro. So there's like no point to build this sword, really.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and
how could this happen?
The only thing I need to do is I need to change out Arlecchino's artifacts. I want to change it to the Harmonic Whimsy, but I'll have to. I was farming the dungeon, bro, but then I just got bored, man. I keep going in there and I'm not getting what I want. It got so annoying. I didn't want to log in just to use my resin and do that every day. It was so boring. I started doing the story on that limited island with the toy animals, or the paper animals, and the toy dinosaur, and I was there skipping dialogue for hours, bro. That was the last stream I did on Genshin. I did not want to do that. You know what would be a perfect quality of life change in Genshin? If they say they add a skip button like this one right here. You can interact with every element in the game, but you can skip it if you want to. That would actually take Genshin from, you know, maybe 5%, and it would probably shoot Genshin up by like 50 or 60%, bro. Once I get a beefier PC and a hopback of Wua, I'm definitely limiting what characters I want to build. And the thing is, in Wuthering Waves, you don't have to do that. Because, like, building characters in this game... Bro, building characters in Wuthering Waves, it don't feel as demanding as in Genshin. Like, before I decided on the characters that I wanted to focus on, I got multiple characters to level 60. Just imagine that I got multiple characters to level 60. And then at level 60, that's where you start to make like big commitments. I was like, oh, okay, now I've tried these characters. Now I want to do, you build this character specifically first, and this character specifically first, right? And the game is designed in a way where you play with 3 characters, right? To do maximum damage, but you can also clear content with just 1 character. Yeah, I can actually show you, bro.
Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art
Playing 3
outshining
characters in this
someone
game
else's.
is optional, bro.
I've always admired my fellow artists.
It just
hoping
makes
that
you
one
even
day I
more
could be as
stronger.
good as them.
You can actually do
Perhaps
anything in this
I can
game with 1
surpass them.
character.
I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined. It's not quite there yet. Still short of perfect. Will my client be disappointed? I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts, but they can also lead one astray. I felt trapped for ages until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow. Embrace my
Which
emotions
is?
fully and create the art my heart yearns for. This is of the greatest importance to me.
Yeah.
If I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps
Wait.
I'd react similarly and lose my way.
I'll give you a more detailed explanation after I go through this dialogue, alright?
She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her.
If the resources are more scarce? Not really, no. It's more accessible, bro. Alright, so let me show you what I mean.
Let me be there for everyone.
So you notice
As
I
we
have
head toward our shared
characters at level
plan
90,
with
right?
convention.
These are...
Another heroic me.
I recently hit like level 60 or something, so I got 3 characters to level 90. Now getting the characters here is a big commitment, bro, because you have to you use a lot of resources to get them here, right? The thing is though, in this game they keep giving us double events. Like if we're just like playing through and like let's say we're waiting for more content to be added, they usually give us events that give us maybe like double money or double potions, that type of thing. Genshin has the same thing, but in this game it's a little more frequent, right? So when I first started playing,
do not let your guard down.
I got all these characters here because let's say when I first started playing, I used to use her a lot
For another adventure?
at level 60. You notice she's still at level 60. because what happens, I heard that this guy was good, so I built him
underway.
to level 60. I have Yang Yang at level 60.
Father destinations together.
I have Zhang Xing at level 60. So all the characters that I was interested in, I was able to bring them to level 60 and test them out while playing through the game, right? And then later on, the characters that I actually like notice I enjoy playing and benefits me, I actually started to bring them higher. Like, she's my healer. She heals and she buffs. I think this is a free character. I can't remember. She should be though. She's a 4-star healer and she buffs your character attack for I think it was by 14% or something. Let me check. Intro should be this one. Heal the incoming resonator for 30 seconds. The heal resonator has their damage amplified by 15% for 6 seconds. So when you swap with her, you get 15% more damage. And she's a 4-star healer, right? So I was able to build her for my team, right? I played Alto. I got Alto to level 70. But I got him at 61st to know if I wanted to use it. He's actually really good.
The
I played
battlefield is
Jian,
dynamic.
Chiksha, Changli,
Then let me be there for everyone.
and Rover.
As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
But the important thing was just being able to test them out, bro. If you should do that, you have to make a big commitment if you're doing it in Genshin. Because it takes a lot. You will have to go farm this domain to get their ascension materials and that domain over there, right? And then you have to get artifacts and you have to level the artifacts type thing. I would say what takes the most of your resource is getting the echoes, right? Echoes are like your artifacts. But echoes are something you can farm in the open world, bro. You can actually, you don't have to farm these at the tacit fields. You can actually farm them just by fighting trash mobs in the open world and you get them. And when you do your dailies every day, they give you one. And apart from that, you have a data bank. Your data bank, when you get it to the highest level, which is 21, every dropped echo is guaranteed to be a 5-star. And then if you have multiple echoes, you can merge them and create new echoes. Right? So the pressure of finding like good stats on echoes or artifacts don't feel as demanding. You don't have to wait till the next day to use your wave plates or your resin to farm a dungeon.
As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Yeah, you don't have to wait, bro. This is your skill tree, right? In Genshin, you would need to go farm the domain that gives you... You'd have to fight a weekly boss or something, right? It's the same in this game. It is the same in this game. But when you fight this weekly boss, you don't get 3 random items that you will probably have to convert with your dream solvent. Right? The boss that you fight drops a specific item and they give you like 3 or 4 of that item. And then you can each week you can, let's see, you get to do it 3 times per week. So let's say you get like 9. So you can level up these like 9 times. Right? But you would have to wait for a next week. Let's say if you have a different character, you would probably have to wait a next week to go back and farm for that character. Unless you want to use 1 out of your 3 tries and just get like 3 or 4 for this character and 3 or 4 for this character, right? But they don't drop like 3 different items. And when you do it each week, is, let's say for example, you wanted to get something from the Raiden Shogun, like the arm or one of those things, right? You're guaranteed to get the thing you want. It's not like the boss has different things, and then like if you go this week and you farm it, you get 1 attempt on this boss, and then it don't drop the thing that you want, and you have to wait until next week, unless you have Dream Solvent to convert it, right? But if you don't, you have to wait until next week to try again your luck, and then you might not get it next week, and you have to wait another week, which is really annoying. That's not how this game works, bro. You can see my character's already maxed out 10 10 10 on everything. So it doesn't feel as demanding and annoying. It's so good. So when I say getting your character to level 90, that's the only time you really start to invest resources in this character. But the resources is pretty balanced out, bro. When the game first came out, they were overcharging us to level our echoes. They apologized to us and they reimbursed everyone who plays the game. They gave us back shell credits. The amount of money we spent on these, they gave it back to us. And they made it cheaper to level these up. The echoes are what gives you your stats. In this game, you can get double crit damage on one echo and crit rate, bro. Oh yeah, there's something else very important that I need to mention, right? So when you have to level these your skill tree, there's 2 items that you need to get, right? You need to get the boss weekly drop, and each character has a different boss, right? Some characters share the same boss though. You have a dungeon drop where you would go and farm the dungeon to get, and then wait, let me think about this. Yeah, okay, alright. So you have your dungeon drops, right? And then you would have your, let's say the Whispering Core, right? This is a weapon skill material for your skill tree. Now, this thing is usually what takes the most effort to get, right? It's this for Chiksha. And for Changli, it's something else. It's like a ring. Let me see if I can find a character that has the ring. I think Jian uses it? No. But you use a ring, right? Now the thing is, how you get the rings, you can either get it from the dungeons. When you fight in the dungeon, it is a random drop. Like you can get. This is the only item that is shared in the dungeon, where it's pretty random, even though sometimes they drop both of them, right? It can either be the star or it can be the ring, right? The thing is, these items, you can actually farm them in the open world by killing trash mobs. So if you decide to go on a killing spree, right, and go fight Tacet Discords to get echoes, you actually get those at the same time. As well as you can eat food. You can eat food that increase echo drops by 50%, or get shell credits by 50%. Shell credits would be the money. So farming and that stuff don't feel as annoying. So to go back to your question about resources, bro, resources actually pretty decent in this game, man.
Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. But why are there herbs in it? Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with?
So we're not talking about waiting for specific days in the week for the domain to open, right? We're talking about you being able to access resources every day of the week, except the weekly bosses. You have to wait. Those reset on every Monday.
Medicinal herb residue.
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration. I've never tried myself. When I get sick, I usually just wait it out. My family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made.
Oh,
Sorry.
I said I was going to do
I'm just
the
not
demo
very
for his character, right? I'll do it after. So you can see what she's like. You said you wanted to see what his character does, right, Naito? How much shell crates do I get for this? 10k? I mean, it is something. Probably should. Okay, okay. I got you, bro. Give me a sec. Let me just collect this shell crate real quick. This character is actually interesting, man. Playing her is not brain dead, bro. Let me show you. If you look at her port gauge, which is this thing above my HP, right? Wait, can she do it on her normal thing? I don't think she does.
A change of perception.
I might be on the I think in the elusive realm, I guess.
Like frigid death.
Oh yeah. It is this. Okay, so it was her heavy attack, bro.
Woolly's attack. Here comes Uncle. No one picks on Uncle's friends.
Shackles be gone. Cycle of corruption.
Here we go again. Leave me.
Frozen blockade.
Woolly's attack. Into Woolly's belly you go. Here comes Encore.
Stay behind me. Engrave. Lotus pervade.
Haha.
A change of perception.
You're in for it now.
Wait, did they change Encore? Why do I have her ultimate so quickly? I think they changed his character. His character used to like randomly explode when her fort gauge is full, bro. She don't do it anymore. And she always has an ultimate. That was so weird. Unless that was just an event thing. Need those shell credits. Need that money. Alright. The painter. I never even read how she works, bro. I just know. Alright, recover 4 gauge when normal attack hits a target or intro skill is cast. So her forte gauge is this thing here. It's above her HP if you see it. So when you're playing your characters in this game, you're always supposed to pay attention to your fort gauge because this indicates the level of the attack that it will come out or the type of attack that will come out. Different characters play differently because of their fort gauge, right? Some of them, like when you have it full, like Zhezhi for example, she does like some crazy damage, bro. She do like some game breaking damage. When 40 gauges full, press resonance skill and then normal attack to summon 3 phantasmic imprints, each allowing Zhezhi to cast 1 chain resonance skill. When 40 gauges full, press E to summon 3 phantasmic. Gotta go. Catch you later. Alright, bro. Take care, man.
I have the commence healing. Leave it to me.
Let's give them hell.
Let me be your blade.
Shape the shapeless.
Tempest. Oh, bring it on. Watch and learn.
Leave it to me.
Let the winds roar. Oh, bring it on. Flame on. That's up. It's worth the time.
Let me be your blade.
Storm, hear my command.
I think... No, I might be wrong. Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong. Then... I'll share it with you. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it fell. Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Well, why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff? Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will definitely be impressed with my deductive skills. A Gulpuff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it slipped out of the window. Ah, why wouldn't they? My family used to have an aquarium at home with lots of Gulpuffs. I thought it was a popular trend. Sorry, I need to improve my investigation skills. Is that so? I'll practice more often. Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. They only exist for a short while. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty now. Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand my progress and improve my skills. An artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing, nearly flawless, but that's not my goal. So, I've used this ability less over time. But it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes, it could be related to my forte. Someone broke into the studio looking for something, or trying to steal something. Probably something tied to Ming Yang's paintings. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the vase to fall.
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yang's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead.
The clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp. There, we found new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this. The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy. Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the ore? Scarlet Thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on Mr. Shilong's transaction record. I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these specific ores. Standard pigments adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch. I did mention this back in the studio, when my clothes got stained by Mingyang's pigments. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But why did these people break into her studio?
Who are you?
Hello. We are...
You're here to buy paintings? That's not how this works. Go on, get out of here.
We're actually here for Mingyang's paintings. She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
Huh? Okay then. My bad. It's nothing, just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually doesn't take long for her to return. Know her? We go way back. She's okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kinda like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
Can't recall anything noteworthy.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece. I spotted her taking risky stabs at painting out in the wild.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember her talking about making art you could step into or whatever. But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequencies. We warned her, but did she listen? Nope.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists. Always on their own wild wavelength, aren't they?
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting, some gigs here and there. Just the everyday grind. No, not many jobs around. Just enough to scrape by.
I have an idea. Yes, I think neither these exiles nor Mingyan has told the truth. I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if it's from constant exposure to ink? If so, they must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks. The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match what Mingyang described in her diary. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings, which really affected her art. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun art exchange got involved. Good idea. I hear people talking. Okay, use my terminal to record it, just in case.
Oh, Mr. Beitzer stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Hey, watch yourself. I just did what I always do. She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess? Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't suspect me. It's no big deal. I pinned it all on Ming Yan, so we're in the clear.
Someone was here earlier asking about her case. No patrollers, but do you think they could find out what we did?
Doubtful. They might notice we're making pigments here, but that's it.
It doesn't matter if they find out. We pose as exiles. And what doesn't an exile
Yeah, what's up, Phoenix?
But we should be careful. Remember what Mr. Beitzer warned us about? Keep these things on the down low. And if anyone finds out, they can't be allowed to trace it back to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
So the Shanyuan Art Exchange has been involved in Ming Yan's case right from the start. No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Ming Yan earlier. Yin Feng. Yes. It was his signature on Mr. Shilan's transaction record.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Ming Yan, saying she had ulterior motives. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same.
Nothing
Trying to
is
divert attention
Genshin
and
is nothing
cover
in
up their own
comparison to
involvement in the
Wuthering
scene in the
Waves.
first place. These distractions
No, you
led us
know
to
why we
concentrate
play it.
solely on Ming Yan, ignoring other possible angles.
It seems like you've been
I have
awakened,
a theory,
Phoenix.
but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it. But there are so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in? They might hide all the evidence if we barge in like that. Okay.
The cutscenes are too good. You wait until you get to Mount Firmament, then you will see cutscenes and music. Disguised again.
This
Alright.
should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
This man said the chicks?
Never thought I'd get worn out from something this light. What did you just say? That's it. I'm heading to the northern warehouse right now. Wait till you see me carry 100 of those supplies. In one go!
Baija? Dude, everyone loves Baija, bro. She's the only female in the game that catwalks.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live.
She got the waves, bro.
These addresses are not too far from each other. So this camp is likely the hub for this district.
Judging from the list, it looks like they're still searching for artists to create forgeries.
Anyway, who was the best healer you were telling about? Baija is a really good healer, but there's a 5-star healer called Verina.
These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember the real ones circulating the market. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
They risk being exposed if they transport through ports. Not to mention the threats from the Shanyuan Art Exchange. We should look for more clues.
How do I go downstairs again? You're saying it's going to look weird if I just jump down. The fighting animations. And now you see why nobody wants to go back to Genshin and their boring swap and run around.
I want out of this.
Impossible. We've never had anyone quit from a deal. Besides, you've already taken the money.
You can have the money back. Every penny of it. I just want out, please. I won't make it difficult for you.
You think we'll let you go just like
Yeah,
that
compare
after
these
seeing our
two.
entire operation? You know what? Could work something out. But it'll
It
come
would
at
be
a small fee.
disrespectful for
Gotta have
Wuwa.
insurance.
You said you shouldn't compare them. That's true. That is true right there.
A dead person tells no tales.
They're gonna kill her? Threats?
That's everything from our talk yesterday, boss. She's still holding her cards close.
Keep an eye on her for now. If she tries anything, take her out.
Understood.
This man said it's disrespectful to Wuwa. The funny thing is, dude, like, people are also trying to say that it's a copy of Genshin. When you start playing it, bro, you're gonna realize that this game is something different. It is a completely different thing. The only thing they do in terms of Genshin is they do what they do better than them. By the way, currently I'm completing the story. How far are you in the story? Are you at the war? That's what you're saying? How far are you in the story? You just started? Yeah, well, like I said, the story is like 2 hours, man. It's not long. Well, the first one,
This
the
must be
Grenadian
the
War,
warehouse they were talking about. There's still some leftover ink.
Mount
lying
Firmament
around.
is something else.
They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Shehua Village. Ming Yang's work.
Got your physical test and you're hanging with red hair. Okay. The
These
characters
aren't
are very
simple
likable,
copies
right?
anymore.
The
It's
girls,
obvious now. She was working
even
with
like
them
the
to
free
create
ones
forgeries
and the main
for her own
character.
gain.
If
In
you're
the
if you
end,
chose to do
this is
the,
the
I'm pretty
path
sure the
she
main
chose.
characters are
I
also
suspected
likable.
as much, though I couldn't quite. I mean, I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself. Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Shehua Village original, not a copy. Shouldn't it be at the studio? Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from
This
the
man
studio.
said, if you know, you know. The guy character is what you chose? Yeah. That means you'll actually benefit when you're actually doing the character stories with the girls, bro. Because they flirt with you. Which server are you on? Asia? Bro, why would I play on Asian servers? I live in the West, bro. NA.
These copies, they're almost identical to the original.
That's
But
your
there
boy,
are
that's
some
why.
details,
No, for
subtle
real, I'm
ones,
telling you.
that reflect the artist's quirks.
When you do
not
the
just
story,
their
the girls
technique.
are going to flirt
The
with you.
painter copied
I've seen
them
it.
well.
They flirt with my girl
But
as well.
if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit, more rigid in some areas.
Yeah. Wait until you meet Yinlin and Changli. They flirt, bro. Just remember that. They flirt.
Well,
Especially
that's because
Yinlin and Changli.
Leave it to me.
You don't know why you have 173 ping? You're on Asian servers? I've heard people say they have that issue. Some people who play the game say they have like lags and stuff. Is your game laggy?
No, I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit
Yeah,
discords
some people
come
say
from?
they have that issue, bro. I don't know what to say about that, really. It's not laggy, but it's just high. Are you able to play, though? Some people said they didn't play because when they download the game, it was actually laggy.
Her emotions cause the painting's frequencies to fluctuate, attracting the monsters.
But she's not even here.
It's just... I'm not really sure why her mood is, reacting to us.
Alright, bro. As long as you can play, man.
Could it be because I'm here? She did see what I could do with my resonance ability once. Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. Maybe it was seeing my ability that inspired her to start creating those phantasms. Maybe that's why she began to lose herself in her art. It seems like all
Man
those
said the
accumulated
girls, if you know, you
emotions
know.
just burst
Lofi
out
was
whenever we
just
get
in here
close to her
earlier,
or one of her
saying that he
paintings.
loves the
It's
game
all
because
my
of the
fault.
booba. I'm like, you love the game because of the booba? Alright, bro.
But more exiles from the art exchange.
The girls? Yeah, bro. You need to look at Changli and you'll know why she's my favorite.
Watch out!
I can't believe this.
Save me, boss.
A new technique. Witness the art's true form. I'm so tired.
You mean you're tired? The main character design just gives so much savage type vibe. Man said his main character is savage.
Watch out!
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Business. Why is everyone so obsessed with...
You... Who exactly are you people? You don't look like you're patrollers. What do you want? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want. We can always make new ones.
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line? It's disrespecting the creator's dignity.
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece
Is
of
it
paper, for crying out loud.
okay to
Even I
not
can
use
draw
main
one with a flick of
character?
a wrist. Who cares if they're
Or
real
it
or
is
not?
necessary?
For the amount of paint
You use
and ink
whoever
that
you
goes
want.
into them, I'd even go so far as to say paying those painters 20 credits each is a ripoff.
How could you measure the value of creation in such a way?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up. How does that
Damn.
sound?
This dude
Take
is
it
a
and
savage.
scram.
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from me?
I want to expose everything to the public.
Like in Soul 11 you use Jinwoo, but in Genshin you don't use like that. You don't so like that. Have you changed your character, bro? You can change your character, you don't have to use him. You'll only see your character in the story. They'll like bring out your character in the story. Looks like Genshin. It's the same as Genshin. I just play the main character, bro. That's just my thing. I play the main character.
Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about all the forgery and smuggling you've been doing. The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit? I'll expose it all.
We're going to the law.
Is something wrong?
No, you're good. I like that. You're my support.
I can't remain silent about this any longer. This is the only way more people can learn about the truth.
You'd better think this through. The Shanyu Art Exchange is not a group you want to cross.
Oh, wow.
I never painted for the Art Exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then I'll be the one to do it.
First, we keep these guys on close watch. Then, we need to catch them off guard. And the best way to do that is...
As long as you're enjoying yourself, Phoenix.
Well, that's quite the story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the incident, yet the real culprit remains unknown. Your accusations are groundless. Allow me to remind you, she was the one who created those paintings, insisted on selling them, and concocted the entire terrifying incident. Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without my intervention?
Bro.
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing the subject.
How ungrateful.
Wow.
She ensnared us in this debacle, and now you dare to lay the blame at our feet.
But before we proceed, I wish to present this audio recording to the court.
Evidence.
Mr. Baitsu stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Mingyan's paintings to the Shanyu Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just want her to keep her head down and work.
You said this game's gonna be fun. We got a lot more girls coming out though. You need to be ready for them.
Mingyan was initially only making copies.
This girl is the first shy archetype, bro.
Trickery, misinformation,
Very shy and cute.
threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered,
Yinlin is a real
none of this would have
flirt.
happened.
And Changli, bro,
But
Changli
there
is
was
just
already
Changli,
room
man.
for
She's
you
like,
back by the time she wanted to quit. So
she's
saying she was
the
the mastermind
complicated
behind
type.
it all,
She's always
that's just not
saying
fair.
stuff to rile you up. And you have Jinshi, Madam Magistrate.
So, how is forgery a valid accusation?
Got Tauchi,
Nothing like that was
Baiji.
mentioned in your recording, now was it?
You got Yang Yang. Yang Yang is adorable, bro.
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
There's no such thing as real or fake paintings. You're not fooling anyone. For it to
Madam
be
Magistrate.
forgery, there has to be another original
Did you even meet her yet?
artist.
Did you
These
meet her yet?
paintings are all the work of Mingyan. Even if she made dozens of identical copies,
You don't
it
meet her
wouldn't be
until Mount
considered forgery.
Firmament. You only see her on the television or the
Mr.
projector.
Do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course.
And the cutscene? Oh yeah,
It's
you probably saw her in the
Serenity of
cutscene.
Xiehua Village.
You're gonna meet her
The
in
work
Mount
of the
Firmament.
arcane artist.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability of the arcane artist Mingyan.
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Mingyang's ability never stabilized successfully. Except for this original piece.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have solid evidence to prove the differences between these paintings? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes, is there?
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something interesting about the materials used in these paintings. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to blend more naturally and retain color for longer. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes simply by analyzing the ink used.
The paintings.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Ming-Yan is only allowed to use a single kind of pigment throughout her work? How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgeries?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me.
Excuse me?
When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn
There is
fantasies
also
into
one best thing
reality
you
gradually
can
caught the
run
interest of
infinitely.
many.
What is
Tales
that?
of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered to my dismay that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control.
Or you're saying you're
After I
enjoying the
realized
game
this,
so you can
I
keep
began
playing
to
it
fear
and will
holding
it
a
stop?
brush.
Is that what
I
you're
tried
saying,
to paint
Phoenix?
without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush.
Who jumps high? What are you talking about, bro?
Shihua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jinzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on Serenity in Shihua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds.
Who you say can jump high? What are you talking about?
I never used my abilities to paint
I pre
again.
Jari.
Well, that was certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Well, what you should do, Phoenix, what players do, they jump. They hit their grapple because you can hit it in the open air. It takes you higher. So jump, hit your grapple, dodge, and then open your glider.
Granted.
Yes. Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations, pieces of my life. They formed my past and shaped who I am today. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much more. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take responsibility. I can't just let this go on and hurt others.
What scene?
Maybe I just.
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
Why is the world inside this painting so distorted?
Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something? Zhezhi?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
The morning aches. Jesus Christ, why this one?
It's you! I've already done everything I can. Why are you still better than me?
Bad mind.
Swift and resolute. Bad timing. Hopefully just keep it together.
Art unveiled!
Lucky. If it weren't for your parents holding your hands, you'd never have what should be rightfully mine. Still, I couldn't do it. Why? I perfected everything. It's all because of your abilities.
My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. know our paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same.
No, what's up, live? This is Zhezhi's story, bro.
You shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art. This looks valuable. When I learned the truth, I was heartbroken. I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years.
You were supposed to turn off volumetric lighting and stuff, bro.
Realize something. It was never about the paintings
I can
themselves,
just show you my
but
settings
rather
if you
those who
want.
sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, insulting to both the original artists and their imitators. Set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed. Now, everything has been brought to light.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden.
Yeah, tell me in short, what's data bank? Data bank is the collection, the data collected when you explore the open world and you absorb echoes. When you get to level 15, you start to get gold echoes. So instead of farming artifacts, in this game we use echoes. You can farm those at tacit Discord fields, or you can farm them in the open world. Just think of them as artifacts in Genshin. At level 15, you're guaranteed to get gold. You're not guaranteed. You start to get gold drops. And at level 21, when you get it to level 21, every echo drop is guaranteed to be gold.
Mr. Baitsu, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges, determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and conduct a comprehensive investigation as soon as possible. This hearing is adjourned.
It's finally over. I didn't miss anything important, did I? Huh? No, not at all. I was just coming up with things to say as I went. My palms were sweating the whole time. I definitely couldn't have done it if you weren't there with me.